Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah, Wakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line teaching this truth. This Yah Demar from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I got a video that I wanna play. When I seen it, scriptures popped up on my head. So I'm gonna play it for you, and I'm gonna bring out some scriptures on it. It's
You're born into
kind
melanin
of a cool video.
lottery
Check
prize.
it out.
You're born into melanin like it's a lottery prize. Except the only thing you win is generational trauma, suspicious glances, and a lifetime supply of people clutching their purses, like you're holding a machete made of stolen sneakers. You don't get a manual. You get history, heavy, bloody, and constantly denied. You grow up fast. Not because you want to, but because the world insists you do. You're 6 years old and someone already calls you aggressive for raising your hand too enthusiastically. You're 10 and teachers describe you as a handful when you're just bored. Meanwhile, your white classmate throws a desk and gets labeled energetic. You're a problem. You learn early that black excellence isn't optional, it's survival. You can't be average. You have to be exceptional just to be treated as human. You run faster, speak clearer, smile wider, because anything less, and people start using words like threatening, or ghetto, or intimidating. And if you mess up, congratulations, you just confirmed every stereotype in the book. People don't see you. You walk into a store, and suddenly you're the unofficial suspect. You walk out, and someone's watching to make sure you didn't steal the floor tiles. You say something smart, and people act like you're the CEO of NASA. Wow, you're articulate. Do you want a cookie or just basic respect? Police don't protect you. They patrol you. Sirens aren't a sign of safety. They're a warning. You get pulled over and your heart rate doesn't rise. It skyrockets. Not because you were speeding, but because you exist. You keep your hands visible, your tone polite, your movements slow, as if you're auditioning for the role of harmless civilian number one. And even then, it might not be enough. Everyone loves black culture until it comes with black people. They want your music, your slang, your style, your dance moves, your entire aesthetic, stripped of context and sold in bulk at Urban Outfitters. But when you speak up about racism, suddenly you're too political. When you talk about your experience, why does everything have to be about race? Maybe because everything is. Dating? Oh, it's a carnival. You get people who say, I've never been with a black person before, like you're an exotic Pokemon. Others treat your existence like a fetish, or an experiment. I just love your skin tone. You must be so athletic. You're not like other black people. Thanks, you racist discount romance novel. Representation. You grow up watching TV where your only options are thugs. You're born into melanin like...
Yeah, so you seen it, and he was saying, constantly having trauma. You know, let me see.
Except the only thing you win is generational trauma. Suspicious...
Right, generational trauma, right? We know that's in the curses. And that's in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 45th verse, right? Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So yeah, that's what you pretty much saw on this clip. You know, when he said forever the trauma. That's the trauma right here, right? And it reads, because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So yeah, you know, that reminded me of that clip, you know. So yeah, man, that curses,
like you're holding a machete made of
hit us,
stolen
man.
sneakers. You don't get a manual. A lifetime win is
Play
generational
that part
trauma,
one more
suspicious
time.
glances, and a lifetime supply of people clutching their purses. Like you're holding a machete made of stolen sneakers. You don't get a manual. You get history, heavy, bloody, and constantly denied. You
And he goes net, right? Where it is, the Bible is like a manual. It's our history, You say it's bloody, but, let's get that. Let's go to Ezekiel 9, well, Salaki, Ezekiel 2 and 9, and it reads, And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Right, that's the point in the 10. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. See? Lamentation and mourning, that's going into crying. Woe goes into destruction, right? So yeah, man. So yeah, it is that book. I'm going as the Bible. Yeah,
you get
that was
history,
for us.
heavy,
It is
bloody,
a
and
manual.
constantly denied. You grow up fast.
Yeah, hey, just it tell us our curses and all that. It's going. The Lord He gonna totally destroy us, man. We just had to go through this. Through this slavery. We still into slavery right now, but we had to go through it because we disobeyed. Okay. And yeah, they were showing too how these people, they were laughing, you know, well, not laughing, but
Not because
looking
you
at
want to,
Jake in a
but because
certain
the
kind of way.
world
Let's
insists you
let's play
do.
that.
You're 6 years old and someone already called you denied. Suspicious glances, and a lifetime supply of
But it
people
kind of,
clutching their purses. Like you're holding a machete
yeah,
made of stolen sneakers. You don't
yeah. And I want this another part too.
waiting. And if you mess up, congratulations.
Yeah,
You just confirmed every stereotype in the book. People don't see you. You walk into a store.
yeah. They pretty much shaking their head, right? But but these people, hey. But let's read. Let's get it. Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee, right? Like feel sorry for. Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest, right? Ain't nobody trying to check for us, man. I'm gonna read it again. Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee, or have, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? Man, these people don't care about you. They ain't worried about Jake, right? Yeah, they ain't trying to feel. They ain't have no pity on us. They ain't finna feel sorry for us. That's just how it go, you know. And let's get this, cause that was pretty much Lamentation 2:15. Cause that's. Let me see if I can play that little part again.
Up.
You see
Congratulations.
that?
You just confirmed every stereotype in the book. People don't see you.
Yeah. See? You see what they were doing? They were pretty much shaking, wagging their heads, right? Lamentations 2 and 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Yeah, we are. We are those people, the perfection of beauty. Just right now the Lord put us in a low condition. But you seen that, that little part.
You're the unofficial suspect.
Someone
You walk out and someone's watching to make sure you didn't steal the floor tiles. You say something smart and people act like you're the CEO of NASA. Wow, you're articulate. Do you want a cookie or just basic respect? Police don't protect you. They patrol you. Sirens aren't a sign of safety. They're a warning. You get pulled over and your heart rate doesn't rise. It skyrockets. Not because you were speeding, but because you exist. You keep your hands visible, your tone polite, your movements slow, as if you're auditioning for the role of harmless civilian number one. And even then, it might not be enough. Everyone loves black.
Yeah, so let's get that. Let's go into that, right? Let's see. The lamentation, yeah, right? Because you see the laws pulled up on them. But this Lamentation 4 and 17, as for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, right? That vain help is, these, Esau, Edom. I say that, because Jake they trust in these people. And these people ain't gonna help us, man. That's our enemies, right? As for us, read again, Lamentation 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation, right? That nation, Esau, Edom, the top nation, that could not save us, right? They hunt our steps, right? That's what made me think of this scripture on that, watching that post, that clip, that we cannot go in our streets, right? Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagle of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. So yeah, man. You know how these laws is, the police is, man, they be waiting on Jake, to scoop up on you, whether you have your tags out or you speeding and you get caught off guard, they right there, on you. So yeah, man, they hunt our steps, and that's true to this day. So just letting Jake know, man, hey, we are special people though. That's why these people, man, they own us like, that's why they act like how they act, And it's two nations, like it describes in Genesis, Esau and Jacob. But I'm gonna get this here in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Bashma Shah thy power. Yahweh, thy power, had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yeah, that's the racial scripture right here, right? We're not equal to everybody, to all these other nations, man. We're above, especially the elect of Israel, okay? We're special people. Let's get Exodus, Exodus 19 to 5. And it reads, Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine. Sounds just like Deuteronomy 7:6, right? You know, be a peculiar treasure. Peculiar goes into special. Okay. Verse 6, Exodus 19:6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, a separate nation from these other nations, right? These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, right? So yeah, that's what we here to do. Teach our people, man. Tell our people, hey, the kingdom is nigh, and you're a special people. Some don't want to hear it though. You know, they don't believe it, but hey, it's up on them. It's they loss. But you know, I just wanted to do that. Go into that little video, man. I thought it was kind of, you know, it was kind of neat, kind of cool. You know, I pray and hope this has been edifying, you know, to the elect especially. You know, until next time, I'm going to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahab Kakadash. You know, until next time, Shalom.